Hi, Father O'Brien here, and welcome to our first episode of Bridging the Distance, a way for you to remain connected to Santa Clara while you are sheltering in place. The work of the university continues. For instance, we continue to serve our local community here in Santa Clara County. Last week, for instance, a fleet of our trucks and vans from facilities and athletics was used by Catholic Charities to deliver food to people sheltering through the Second Harvest program in this county. I'm now here in one of my favorite places on campus, which is Forge Garden, our half-acre of land, a community garden, which is part of our campus. And they are doing amazing work to serve our community at this time as well. So let me introduce you to Katharine Rondthaler. Kathryn is the manager here at the Forge Garden and has been at Santa Clara for 5 years. Welcome, Kathryn.
Thank you.
So tell us how the work of Forge Garden continues during this time of sheltering in place.
Yeah, we've adjusted our programming quite a bit to really meet the needs of our community. So we are donating all of the produce that we're growing here at the Forge Garden and the 3 Bronco Urban Gardens school sites that we work with. And we're giving those out to folks that are in need. And so that's getting donated weekly to Bronco Pantry, which is a pantry for SCU students and staff that are in need of food. And then we're donating to Home Safe Women's Transitional Housing Center, which is also a weekly thing that we've been doing for years. And then finally, we're putting together these resiliency veggie boxes. So it's kind of a mixture of produce that we're growing that goes out to families that are in need in the neighborhoods that our bug school gardens are located in. And so those families are getting a box of produce each week from us.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, so the work of the garden continues to feed our community. I think one of the things I noticed that's so different is that our students aren't around, so I know we miss them very much, but you're trying to remain connected to our students. How are you doing that at the garden?
Yeah, we miss our students so much. We're putting together some how-to videos on cooking and gardening and ways for students that can do things that are at home and maybe limited resources, where they can maybe learn to sprout their own seeds or put together an herb garden, and just some kind of simple ways for students to stay engaged with sustainability and their food.
Yeah, and I think it's also really important during this sort of disrupted time in our lives to just remain connected to the earth, to get our hands dirty. There's something really grounding and centering about that. So tell me, how does the mission of the garden now reflect the larger mission of Santa Clara?
Yeah, we are, our goal is to educate students on a just and sustainable food system. And we do that as using this space as a living lab for different courses across the university to come out and explore those ideas in the garden. And our Bronco Urban Gardens is our Food Justice Initiative program, which works in solidarity with marginalized communities in San Jose, providing education and food for those communities.
That's great. Well, so the mission continues at the university and in Forge Garden. Kathryn, thank you so much for being our first guest here on Bridging the Distance. We look forward to seeing you again on our next episode. Until then, take care and God bless.